They put frosting on my files, so I locked them out. Now my coworkers think I'm the school villain. I'm a middle school counselor, and if you've ever stepped foot in a public school, you know that peace and quiet is a rare currency. My office is my sanctuary. It's one of the few truly private spaces in the entire building, and I've worked hard to keep it that way. I meet with students who are going through some of the hardest moments of their lives. I take calls from concerned parents, and I manage a filing cabinet full of sensitive, confidential notes. Because of that, I'm very intentional about the vibe. It's organized, it's calm, and it's meant to be a safe haven. At least it was, until my coworkers decided it was actually a communal break room. It started with the small stuff. I'd come back from a lunch duty or a faculty meeting and notice a chair had been pivoted or my candy bowl, which I keep for the kids, was looking suspiciously light. Then it evolved. I'd walk in to find teachers just hanging out, venting about their classes. Their excuse? The actual staff lounge was too crowded or too loud. Every time I walked in on a private venting session, I'd get the same breezy response. "Oh, sorry, we were just in here for a second." But then, the small stuff turned into a total lack of boundaries. My favorite pens started walking away. My tea stash was being raided. One afternoon, I walked in to find a teacher sitting at my desk, my actual workspace, casually slurping a bowl of soup. Another time, I found one of the assistant principals, APs, sitting in my chair with the door shut, having a heated personal phone call. The irony was infuriating. They wanted my office because it offered the privacy they weren't getting elsewhere, yet they were completely violating the privacy required for my job. This isn't just a place to decorate. It's a clinical space holding confidential student data. I tried to be the cool coworker first. I sent out a very polite, professional email to the staff. I explained that while I love our team, I needed my office to remain a private, dedicated space for student services. I asked that no one use it while I was out unless we had cleared it beforehand. A few people sent back nice apologies. A lot of people just ignored it. The squatting continued. The absolute breaking point happened last week. I arrived at school a bit earlier than usual and walked into a full-blown party. A group of paraprofessionals and aides were holding a surprise birthday celebration for one of their colleagues in my office because the lounge was too packed. There was a massive grocery store sheet cake sitting right on top of my filing cabinet. When I looked closer, I realized there was literal vanilla frosting smeared on the tray where I keep active student paperwork. I didn't lose my cool, but I was done. I cleaned up the mess, documented the cake incident, and marched straight to the principal's office. I explained that my professional space and student confidentiality was being compromised. The principal agreed it had gone too far. By the end of the day, maintenance had rekeyed my door. Now, if I am not physically in that room, that door is locked tight. The backlash was almost instantaneous. You'd think I'd canceled summer vacation. One teacher told me to my face that I'm making the building feel less collaborative and cold. The assistant principal who I caught on the phone made a passive-aggressive comment during a meeting about how we all need to be flexible team players during the school year. Even my principal, who authorized the lock, asked me if there was a less dramatic way to handle the situation because of the tension it's causing in the hallways. I feel like I'm being gaslit. I tried the polite route, I tried the email route, and I tried the verbal reminders. It felt like people only respected my privacy when it didn't interfere with their desire for a quiet place to eat soup or blow out birthday candles. So, Reddit. Ida for locking my door and ruining the vibes? Or is my staff just allergic to professional boundaries?